What is up, everybody? We are live here on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday day. Anyways, hi, how you guys doing? Hopefully everyone's having a great Saturday. I'm just trying to find some good background music to have on. Maybe I should... Oh, it's snowing outside. I hate snow. Hello, Jaden. How you doing? Just gonna... Let me see. Sure, why not? Let's do this. There we go. Some nice Mario Party music to keep the mood going. Let me turn it down a little bit. I think that's probably good. How are people doing tonight? Sorry about my hair. Sorry about the horrible state of everything behind me. I'm in the process of getting my stuff ready to go back to school. So, yeah, it's pretty messy. Hey, Miles. How you doing? Hey Luke, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just kinda chilling. Honestly, doing a Chaturday. You know how it is. Hey Dominic, how you doing? Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. This is just going to be a very chillax, kind of chilling, hanging out stream. Obviously, you know how my Chaturdays are. They're usually pretty laid back. You know. Doing great, my YouTube friend. How's Alex doing? Alex is doing pretty good. He's just, you know, being Alex, living his life. He's just kind of chilling. Hey, guy with the camera 13, how you doing? This is how we won't get to see you for a while. No, you're gonna see me. It's just that, like, I'm just not. It's just not gonna be like in my game room. You know, when I'm here, like in my game room, I'm just much more in my element. Like, you know, it's so much easier to film, record, and do stuff here. But now I'm going home. I filmed a bunch of videos that I gotta schedule. I recorded some collection updates, like a Nintendo Switch collection update, so many different kinds of stuff. So, yeah. What's your view on the rehydrated mobile game? Funny enough, I was actually, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do a Chaturday today because I had to pack, but most of my packing's done, so I figured I would do a Chaturday anyways. But I was going to do a whole video talking about the rehydrated mobile game again because obviously there have been some updates. Handy games have been very receptive and like responding to the feedback, and I absolutely love it. Like anytime I tweet something at them and, you know, and do something, they'll respond, they'll like it, or they'll respond, and it's really cool to see. You know, people like are responding with bugs that the game has, and they want to know more about the updates, and they're being really responsive and actually talking to people. So that's what I love to see. I even put out a cheeky little tweet this morning saying something about let me find it on my page. I said, hey, Handy Game, sorry for another tweet, but, like, I play Battle for Bikini Bottom on the Switch, and it's a mess, and you've done such a good job with the mobile version. Can you somehow convince THQ Nordic to let you do something with it? You nailed the mobile version, and they actually liked that tweet. They actually, it was really funny. Hold on, I gotta find the tweet for you guys. They kind of subtly threw shade at the Switch version. Let me find it. But yeah, look, hold on. Let me show you this. Full screen. Alright, so you should be able to see this now. Like, look at all of these, like, all the tweets that they reply to. You know, they reply to literally, like, almost every single tweet. Where is the tweet I was looking for, though? Where is it? Let's see. I'm trying to find... There's a really good response that I liked, but I can't find it now. Maybe it's here. Where is it? There's a tweet where they commented. I gotta catch up on the chat you guys have, but there's a tweet where they said, or someone said, "Oh my God, this is so much better than the Switch version. Like, why is it so much better?" And then they said, "Because we developed it." And I was like, "Ooh, that's cheeky, but I love it." That's good. Need to chill out as well. Hi, Luigi Man. Do you react to Among Us logic? What? Here we go. I watched every single episode of Mr. Bob. Nice. Hey, Segan. Wow. Your Bowser plush is working for your least favorite boss ghost. Wait, what? My Bowser plush? Is he secretly have an inner tube around him, like a floaty? Or is he covered in ice? I don't know. Well, actually, that's not really even a boss ghost. Actually, technically he is. Let's see here. Should they have patched the PC and console versions for releasing the mobile game? Yes, I'm not going to go too much into that because people actually, like, I got some really negative comments on that video, where people were like, what do you expect us to Nintendo Switch? And I'm like, bruh, this is why I repeat stuff a lot, because people don't listen. I'm like, I've literally said it every single time I cover this game. Like, oh, why don't you just get another version? Like, why did you get the Switch version? I'm like, bruh, I say it every time I upload a video about it. Like, it's ridiculous. Hey, Kim. Hey, Luke. Welcome back. I gotta find that tweet, man. I loved it. Maybe they deleted it because they figured it probably wasn't the best thing to tweet out. But, God, it's here somewhere. Come on. I don't know where it is! Ah! I want to find it so bad because it was so funny. Luigi mentioned a crappier Dark Moon. Who said the tweet that, I'm looking for it right now. How's the Mario Party thing coming together? Really, really well. I actually just reached out to my artist, who's currently working on the boards, and I wanted to show you guys a sneak peek, but I don't know if he's going to get back to me in time. But he's currently working on the final versions of the boards that I drew up. So I wanted to show you guys the rough sketches, because he said he's going to send me some rough sketches along the way to feature in like some of the behind-the-scenes kind of videos. But he's working very hard on them, and he hasn't gotten... I don't know if he's got them ready, or like a rough sketch, or a good rough sketch ready for me yet. So, if I can't tease him today, then probably next week or something. Imagine that once you come back from school, you have at least 1 million subs. I wish. Oh, then I could just pay back my student loans and just... God, that'd be amazing. Let's see. When is Black Forest Games gonna have an update on Destroy All Humans remake? Not a clue. I haven't played the Destroy All Humans remake, so I can't speak to it. Dark Moon and Sticker Star were well, Sticker Star, I mean, I'll give Dark Moon the status, but Sticker Star was a little worse than Like, as many complaints as I had about Dark Moon, it had its good elements, but Sticker Star, I don't know if Sticker Star had any good elements. Hey, King Emerald, how you doing? Why don't you buy a different version? Uno Reverse, basically. Maybe it's under a THQ Nordic tweet. If it's under a THQ Nordic SpongeBob tweet, then that would be ultimate savage move from them. But I don't think it was, because I don't think they've tweeted about the game in a while, because this was very recent. Well, actually, it might have been the SpongeBob tweet. Here it is! Here it is! Boom. How does this look more stable than the Switch version? Because we are good. I was like, wow, exactly. It's so cheeky. I loved it. Loved that response, because we are good. I think it was actually not meant to be a sarcastic response. Like, how is it more stable than the Switch version? Because we're that good. But I think that was kind of a cheeky response, and I'm all for it, because I have no clue what happened to the Switch version. It was so cheeky and so perfect and everything I could ever want. The load times are so quick on Rehydrated Mobile. On the Rehydrated Mobile game, but other PC and consoles. Yeah, even the PC I heard is like longer than the mobile version loading times. It's crazy that like the mobile version has so many customization options. Like with the like I got the PC version for my laptop, right? And I don't have a powerful laptop by any stretch of the imagination, but I can perfectly run games like Left 4 Dead or Phasmophobia on it. Like, I've done gameplays on it, like on those games for the channel, and they run perfectly. So, you know, I was like, okay, SpongeBob should run fine on here, but oh my god, it runs horribly. It runs fine in SpongeBob's house, but then outside doesn't. But I tried to, like, adjust the settings, maybe to, like, lower the graphical settings a bit, and there's, like, no options. Like, I can't do anything to make it run better. You know, I can't make the graphic settings a little bit lower so that I can have better performance. I can't do that. So it's like it's worse in the Switch version on my computer, which is kind of like, ugh, you know? That's why, I mean, really now at this point, I'm saving up for a gaming PC so I can actually run games like that and not have to worry about lowering graphical settings, but still. That was a great response. It was a great response. ZakPak was the imposter. Alright, Lamiles, see you later. Get power gauge. You'll get a lot of money, which you can live up faster. Leveling up system makes the progression balanced. Let me respond to that response. The combat is the best. Now, the combat in Dark Moon is better than 3. I'll give it that. But I don't think it's better than 1. And here's why, right? Usually catching ghosts requires skill. Now, 3, like, you know, yes, in Dark Moon, it requires a little bit of skill. Like, way more than 3, because 3 just hit the A button a bunch of times. But in the first game, it's all about reeling them in and really struggling against them. And it is in Dark Moon as well, but when you fill up the meter all the way and just wipe out instantly, like 50 health, right? Because I think once you have, like, the 3 bars, it takes away 50 health. Like, that to me gets a little bit, okay, like, not just wiping out ghosts. I mean, the combat in Dark Moon is good, but I don't think it's the best. Ooh, I just hit the microphone, sorry about that. Though I did really like the leveling up system for Dark Moon. I wish they brought that back from 3. Like, I think a mixture of the shop and a level up system, and maybe you get to choose which areas of the poltergeist you get to level up. I think that would have worked better for them with Luigi's Mansion 3. Epic Mickey might be getting a remake. That'd be interesting. I actually never played the original Epic Mickey games. 1 or 2. I played Power of Illusion on the 3DS, but that's the only one I've played. And I know it's way different than 1 and 2. Many people think that Dark Moon has a little variety and scared with the games. Don't forget. Oh yeah, I know in Dark Moon there's definitely lots of good variety in the Ghost. Not as good as the first game, but it's like one of those things where Dark Moon just has things that are way better than the third game. It's the same developer, so I don't know why, but yeah. Am I right in hearing there's a Pokemon Direct coming soon for Nintendo? Pokemon Directs usually happen in, like, February, March, so I wouldn't doubt that there's one coming soon. Cause the Ghost you get more... Wait, cause the Ghost you get more... Wait, cause the Ghost and you will get more powerful. 3, get good at jumping while sucking Ghosts. You'll hardly get hit, but you lose your progress in the power gauge slide. That's a good element. I do agree. Would you get the mobile version of Rehydrated? Try it out? I just, like, need, like, I don't have, like, I have an iPhone 12, so I could easily run Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, so that's not an issue. But I literally fill up the space on my phone like it's, like, nobody's business. With, like, obviously I record a lot of videos on my phone and all that, so I don't have much space on my phone. And I know that Rehydrate's, like, 3 gigabytes, which doesn't sound like much, but for my phone, probably is. That's, like, 2 videos, or not even 2 videos. Usually, like, because I record on, like, kind of HD settings, each video I record, like, is at least 1.5 gigabytes. Usually, at least. Doom DLC for Luigi's Mansion 3. When you add in boss ghosts, you have to make the number of common ghosts go down. Oof. Sneaker ghosts are my favorite ghosts in all 3 games. Nice. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think the Slinkers are better just because they have more functionality, but Sneakers are pretty cool. They're the ones from Dark Moon, I think, right? Sometimes I mix up Slinkers and Sneakers because they're almost like they're pretty similar name-wise. Let's see. Hey, Zach, what is the most overrated game you have played? Ooh, this is going to be a hot take. I am going to get canceled for this opinion. Ocarina of Time. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That is my answer. It's actually a pretty easy answer, because I know everyone loves that game. And I played it, I'm like, wasn't the hugest fan. Maybe I'll have to go back and play it again. But for what I played it, wasn't the biggest fan. The purple slinkers and the yellow throwing ghosts. Oh, you think of the slinkers and the oozers. Yeah, and 3. The 2 ghosts that you see the least besides the freaking trappers. The trappers, I liked their design, but they were kind of just like meh in terms of like their what they did. The original BFBB had a cliffhanger where the robot plankton wants to take over Bikini Bottom. Yeah, I remember that. That's in Rehydrated as well, where like there's multiple different planktons that want to take over Bikini Bottom. Until this in the live stream we did where I did not realize Rehydrated was not the latest update. Why were the others? That I don't know. That I still don't know why the mobile version of Rehydrated is like I think 2 patches behind the other versions. My guess. Okay, so I think people are kind of confused about, because Handy Games worked on Rehydrated Mobile. But I want to say this loud and clear for the people in the back. They did not make that game from the ground up. Some people seem to think that Handy Games made the game from the ground up. No, they did not. They took a version given to them by Purple Lamp and developed on that to make it optimized for mobile. Another company or another development studio did the same exact thing for the Switch version. So there are 2 different companies. There's Handy Games who did the mobile version, and then another company, don't remember the name, who did the Switch version. They did not make the game from the ground up. They took what was given to them and tried to optimize it for those platforms. Because obviously PC, Xbox One, PS4, they're very modern consoles. But mobile and Switch work a lot differently. So they needed other studios to develop those games. But not like obviously from the ground up. Taking versions of Rehydrated that Purple Lamp would give them and modify them to make them work. So what was the original question even? Oh, why didn't have the latest update? Because my guess is that the build they were given from Purple Lamp might have been from the patch that was released back in August. Like, they could have been working on this maybe 6 months, maybe, where they were given this patch they were working on in July. Like, here's the game, you build on it and make it, mobile friendly. They had 6 months to develop it, and then they released it. Obviously they didn't get the patches from Purple Lamp, so it might take them a little while to integrate those patches because they have to manually themselves probably do it. So that's my explanation on that. One of my biggest problems with Luigi Mansion is the shop of Luigi's. Oh, I know. Like the Boo Radar was basically the Boo Radar from Luigi's Mansion 1. I loved it. It was almost perfect, really, how you caught the Boos in Luigi's Mansion 3. So the Boo Radar was useless. Bones, I thought were useful, but I didn't die too much, so I just bought a couple and kind of kept them until until the odd occasion that I die. And, what's the other one? Oh, the Gem Radar is the only useful one, but to me, the gems don't do too much for me. I don't care too much about them. Like, even to this day, I still haven't gotten all the gems in Luigi's Mansion 3, so. Let's see here. Just realized they did add strong ghosts in Luigi Mansion 3. They were lethal, rare ghosts, and scare scraper part of the main story. Yeah, that's why I mentioned in yesterday's video. I think it would have been cool if they added the scare scraper ghosts into the actual main story. Because in Dark Moon, you didn't really need it just because of how many different kinds of ghosts there actually were in Dark Moon. There were quite a few different common ghosts. But in 3, there were 4. So I think that they could have taken some from scare scraper. What would you want to see if they did a Rehydrated 2 or sequel? If they did a second Rehydrated, or if I did a second Battle for Bikini Bottom game, I was actually thinking about doing a concepts and ideas video for this, because obviously I'm doing one for Mario Party and Luigi's Mansion. I think doing one for a SpongeBob game could be cool. But I think a direct sequel could actually be really, really cool. Except, I'd have it be almost just to satisfy some certain SpongeBob movie fans, I would have a sequel be almost like the movie game. Now, hear me out. Have the robot planktons steal King Neptune's crown. So yes, it's almost the plot from the SpongeBob movie. Or something along the lines. And send it far away. Now, SpongeBob and Patrick have to go rescue it. And maybe Sandy as well. Bring in Sandy. But the rest of Bikini Bottom gets captured and enslaved, basically. So, along the way, you play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. You go along a journey to rescue King Neptune's crown or whatever it is. Then, along the way, you fight the mind-controlled versions of other SpongeBob characters, like, let's say, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and, probably not, or maybe even Plankton, actually. Plankton makes sense, because these are robot Planktons taking over everything. So you have small boss battles with possessed Squidward, possessed Mr. Krabs, possessed Plankton. They become playable after you beat them. And then there are big boss fights with the robot Planktons that are produced. And then obviously you gotta get the crown, go back, and then restore Bikini Bottom. So then maybe once you get back from Shell City or wherever you end up going, you can play versions of the Battle for Bikini Bottom levels that are different. They are destroyed. They're just different. Like, think of the Planktopolis level, where everything was just under Plankton's control. Imagine the level of downtown Bikini Bottom, but instead of the regular buildings, you had Plankton statues everywhere. So just a different, modified version of the Battle for Bikini Bottom levels. That would be pretty cool. So, hopefully that answers your question. If you play Luigi's Mansion 3 in handheld, you'll notice what Zach said about the camera being too far. Oh, yeah. Like, it's really, like, it's fun. Okay, so that Luigi Mansion 3 video I uploaded yesterday obviously got a lot of heat. I kind of understand why. But this is also kind of my fault in the way I edited the video and the way I actually filmed the video. I went off on too many tangents. The point of the video was more so me trying to, like, give alternatives to the problems I had with Luigi's Mansion 3, rather than me just complaining about the things about Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, I tried to say, like, rather than just complaining about what I thought was wrong with Luigi's Mansion 3, I thought it'd be cool if I said what they could have done with the things in Luigi's Mansion 3 that I think would have made it a better game for me. Like, so showing those close-up shots, and given the concept of the Jester ghost in the Castle McFright's floor. It was supposed to be more along that lines, but I definitely went into a lot of side tangents. But yeah. Hey, I can't stay for long. Just wanted to stop by and say, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having an amazing weekend. Oh, thank you, Zeno. Hopefully you're having an amazing weekend, too. Yeah, hopefully you're having a great weekend. Davis had a great idea for Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. Yes, he did. Was it Davis? Davis. Was it him? I didn't. Maybe it was him, and I just didn't. Cause I know someone. Cause I thought it was Who Needs Normal. Oh no, it was Davis. Well, how did I forget about that? He literally made my logo. He literally made my new logo and all of that. I don't know how I forgot that he made it. Granted, I guess it was so long ago. Oh boy, I got another one of the hate comments. And extra copies of the game? Okay, whatever. I don't even need to deal with that right now. Let's see. What happened to ASMR videos? When I first did them, I meant them as jokes, almost. Not jokes, but like, you know, kind of just like fun little side things. But people actually liked them. So, maybe like I'll do like side ASMR gaming content if people would be into that kind of thing. Like, maybe I'll do like in-depth videos about certain things. Like, because obviously ASMR is a lot more than just talking. And like it wouldn't be like a normal video where like I show gameplay and all that. It'd be like a video where it's like, because I actually listen to ASMR at night because it helps me sleep. So there'd be a lot of tapping, a lot of like whispering and like scratching and stuff like that. So I'd probably do like, if I ever did ASMR content again, I'd probably do like showing off different things or talking about different things in a soft voice, because there are people that actually really find that soothing. And yeah. Before common ghosts. Exactly, Segun. Remember when Slenderman was a thing? Yeah. Have you ever done any more Ring Fit Adventure? Yes, actually. This week I didn't play it that much, which is unfortunate. But next week I'm starting a full daily regimen of playing Ring Fit Adventure. And hopefully if I'm not lazy, every single Friday I want to do a Ring Fit video where I even made I even made a logo for it to incentivize myself to actually do it. Where is it? YouTube video assets here. Oh, this doesn't help. It's on a black background. Here, I'll just open this up more. Boom. Ring Fit Friday. So I made this cool little logo here, Ring Fit Friday, where I want to obviously do videos on Fridays where I oh, did you guys even see it? I don't even know if you guys saw it. Oh, you guys, you did. Okay. So yes, so Ring Fit Friday. I want to do it every week. It's not even just like just a gameplay video. I want it to be more of a vlog, almost like a fitness vlog. So what I'm thinking about doing, right, is that, okay, I know a lot of you probably don't care about what I want to do for my workout regimen, but whatever. I want to start doing, so I have my class schedule. I'm going to work it around my classes. So I'm going to do an hour of Ring Fit every day. And then in the evenings, I'll go on a 3-mile walk. I have this little trail that I walk around my school where it's 1.5 miles one way, 1.5 miles back, so it's about 3 miles total. And that could be cool, you know. It could help me, you know, stay in shape, lose weight, maybe, you know. And having it be a whole vlog thing, like maybe where each week I you know, when I record the walk at night and I talk about a certain vlog or like a question from the week before. And, you know, make it like a weekly show. I think it'd be a great way to not only work out and document my progress, hopefully losing weight, but also it could be a good way to maybe get you guys to do it as well, because obviously we're living in a lockdown, so it'd be really, really cool to get people to, you know, work out, maybe follow my adventures in Ring Fit Adventure. It's weird because I've already started on the story mode, and I don't want to start over again. So I think it might be a mixture of sometimes you'll see the story mode, sometimes you'll see the extra modes. You know, it'll be different each week. But, you know, it could be something cool, and I hope you guys will like it. Is it bad, Dark Moon, my first Luigi's Mansion game? No! I mean, listen, I don't like Dark Moon. You know, you guys know I'm open about that. I don't really like Dark Moon, but there are people who grew up on it and really, really like it. And, you know, if you really, really like it, I respect it. You know, I respect, you know, what you like. It's just that I just, it's not my cup of tea. Funny enough, I watched Arlo's video. Arlo, you know, the blue puppet. And he did it. I watched, this is an older video, but he did a review on Paper Mario the Origami King. I'd stayed away from it because I didn't know if there were going to be spoilers in it, but now I'm at the point where I don't even know if I want to pick it up ever again. So I watched the video, and he made a good point. You know, it's like, he's like, okay, people are, like, because for those of you who don't know, back in the summer of last year, like, there's a lot of tension between Paper Mario fans, because there were a lot of Paper Mario fans that wanted it to be a true RPG, and then there were a lot of people attacking them, saying, oh, Paper Mario isn't an RPG anymore, get over it. And he said to that, he's like, well, Paper Mario started off as an RPG, and that's how people got to love the series in the first place. So now you change it, and when people want to go back, people are yelling at the people that want it to go back, because that's how the series started. Like, and I completely agree with that mentality, because I'm the same way about Luigi's Mansion, you know? If you want to make a goofy game about catching ghosts, there's other series, there's other avenues you can go down with that, you know? I want Luigi's Mansion to be spooky. You know, dark, spooky, realistic mansion, creepy, atmospheric music, that kind of stuff. And when I heard Arlo say that, that really resonated with me, because I felt the same exact way. So it's interesting, but to answer your question, it's not bad that you like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. It's not bad if you like any Luigi's Mansion game, you know? What you like is what you like, you know? It's just that obviously I've got a very strong opinion on Luigi's Mansion. Like, some people say I almost seem not pessimistic. I talk down to people who are, but lots of you on my channel are Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon fans, and I've always said on every single live stream that I respect everyone's opinion. I respect whatever game you like, you know? It's just that I really don't like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Imagine if someone modded LM1 and added stronger variants of the original Ghost, like if they added cracks to the original Ghost, added more health. That'd be cool. Hey, Two-Winged Knight, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? They also got to fix up the short timer scare scraper. The scare scraper in Luigi Mansion 3 needs more customization in general. A time limit adjuster, so that maybe you, like if you think 5 minutes is too short, you can up it to like 7 minutes. Or if you want more of a challenge, you can lower it to 3 minutes. Because it doesn't adjust anything based on how many players are playing. If you have 8 people playing Scare Scraper, you're going to blow through floors really, really easily, even with 4 people. But if you have 1 or 2 people, it's ridiculously difficult. So there needs to be a manual adjuster to where you could select your own difficulty settings, regardless of how many players there are. You know, like have like a 3-minute mode or setting, which says optimal if you have 5 or more players. Then the 5-minute setting, which is optimal if you have 3 or 4 players. Then a 7-minute setting, which is like optimal if you have 2 players. And then a 10-minute setting, optimal if you're playing single player. And then, of course, the amount of floors. There's what? 5, 10, and 25, right? Or something like that. So, offer endless. Offer more, you know? Like, I mean, really, endless is the only one you need at this point, because you got 25, so you have more than 10. So, yeah, offer an endless mode. You know, where you can just go, and it'll help people who really just want to collect those rare ghosts, rather than having to fight up to bosses and then go back. Just offer endless mode. Any more news on the Doctor Who video games coming out? Funny enough, actually, I'm hoping I can say this, but I actually got a message yesterday or a couple days ago from Maze Theory, to the developers of the Doctor Who video games, and they said that there is going to be news coming out soon. They told me that. They told me there is going to be new news coming out soon. They didn't tell me what, but they said there's going to be news soon. So, I'm kind of excited for that. I'm excited to see what's going to be new. I'm excited to see gameplay, see David Tennant in action. I'm super excited for that. Would that trump over would that trump over Ring Fit? What do you mean by that, Dominic? I missed it. Imagine if they did Smash Fighter Ballad again for Smash 4. Remember Wada? Welcome back, Luke. Have you ever played Burnout Paradise Remastered for the Switch? I haven't. I kind of want to try, because I liked those old school car games for like the GameCube and Xbox. Actually, the Xbox specifically. Like, anyone ever played Midnight Club? It was exclusive to the Xbox and PlayStation 2 at the time. But I miss the Midnight Club, developed by Rockstar. They just completely abandoned it because GTA and Red Dead, you know, they got super popular, but Midnight Club just kind of stopped. I really would like them to make a Midnight Club game again. That would be super, super fun. I have the PS4 version of Rehydrated, liking your video. I have the light on top of the side of CPG King Jellyfish. Yeah, it is really weird, that lighting glitch. That is really weird. When is the Straw Human update? I have no clue. How much, do you play much Switch in handheld? Yes. I've gotten to it, like, before when I, like, first got the Switch back in, like, 2017, I was about 50-50. I was about, like, I played it in handheld mode more often than I played it in TV mode. But now I'm about 50-50. In Luigi's Mansion 3, I basically always play TV mode, because you can actually adjust the brightness settings. And Ring Fit, I obviously also play in TV mode. But, like, SpongeBob, like, performance or nothing isn't, different between, like, it looks nicer in TV mode, but the performance, nothing's really that different. So I'd play it in either mode I want. If I'm recording a video, then obviously I gotta do it in TV mode, unless I need just short snippets. Then I'll use the Switch's recording feature. But anyways, I don't blame. I like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, but I also prefer Luigi's Mansion 1. Luigi's Mansion 1. Can't wait for 3D World Plus. I agree. It looks super, super cool. It looks like it has a decent amount of substance to it too, so I can't wait to give it a shot. Dark Moon had a better Scare-Scraper, even though Luigi's Mansion 3 had more floor variety. Had more fun playing Dark Moon. Yeah, I mean, I definitely prefer 3's Scare Scraper, but I definitely can see the argument that can be had about Dark Moon having a better Scare Scraper. Like, I personally like 3 Scare Scraper more. There's more play options rather than just, Hunt, Find the Polterpups, and, Treasure, I think? No, it was Toads. No. What was it in Luigi's Mansion 2? It was, Capture the Ghosts, was it the rush mode? I think it might have been it was a rush mode. You have to rush to find the exit, right? That was it? Maybe? I don't remember. But I definitely can see the argument to be had about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Scare Scraper being better. Cow the Kangaroo is getting a new game. There was a bunch of concept art last year. Nice! When Astro Humans getting a major update? I have no clue. Luke, I have no clue. I mean, would you play Ring Fit over Wii Fit to get fit? Oh, to actually lose weight and get fit? I don't know. I don't play. I wish I haven't played Ring Fit enough consistently to give you a solid answer. But honestly, I've never played Wii Fit. I've actually never played Wii Fit, so I can't answer the Wii Fit side of things. I have Rockstar Games, the company that made GTA. Yeah. Rockstar makes GTA, Red Dead Redemption, but they also made Midnight Club, which makes it suck that... Do I even have Midnight Club 3 on the Xbox? I don't think I do. It's a great game, though. It's like GTA, but it's like... But it's an open world car game. Like, you don't get out of the car and do things like you do in GTA. But it's a great experience. It's a great game. Let's see here. Luke, I am your father. Just Luigi mentioned one stuck on the 3DS and the GameCube. Yeah, the 3DS thing really really grinds my gears the wrong way. Like, I think, I'll be honest, with how successful Luigi's Mansion 3 was, if they did re-release Luigi's Mansion, like, even just kind of ported it, maybe, like, you know, made it widescreen and, like, did a little up-resing, if they released that on the Switch, I think it would do really well. I really do. And it's not even because of how great the original game is, it's because of how great Luigi's Mansion 3 did, in terms of sales and hype. Everyone loved it. Rush mode? Yeah, rush mode. No, that's impossible. Would you want a new Paper Mario game, as I did not like the Origami King that much? I did not like the Origami King really at all. The first two areas were kind of fun. Did not really like the ring mechanic. I didn't like the boss battles at all, really. And then when I got into the third area, I just got so bored. I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't even know if I would want a new Paper Mario game, to be honest. Like, what's it going to be? It's going to be Paper Mario and the glue catastrophe. Master Glue is going to come in and stick everyone to the ground. And now Paper Mario has to go around and unglue everything. That's going to be the concept for the next Paper Mario game. I'm calling it. See, would you want a new... Oh, I already answered that. Just Add Water worked on Oddworld games. I can't wait for Oddworld. That's funny, because Just Add Water are also kind of working on the Doctor Who video games. I think it's Edge of Reality they're working on. Because I think it's a different studio that's working... Or are they doing Lonely Assassins? God, I don't remember. I think it might be the Edge of Reality, though. Have you ever played Bully? I have not played Bully. Hey, Pretzel Boy Productions, how you doing? I can't see him at an EK. Luigi 3 had 4 variant goes and gets 2. Luigi 3 was the last major release everyone cared about from Nintendo. Basically, I mean, Hyrule Warriors. No, I can't say Hyrule Warriors was a really big deal. Mario 3D Collection was, like 3D All Stars, but it's a port. Like, it's a bunch of ports, so I don't even know if that really counts. Pikmin 3, I've forgotten about so many times. I always forget that Pikmin 3 releases. Apparently it did okay. I heard it did well in Japan, but in North America, I haven't heard jack. Favorite kid shows growing up? I liked a lot of the, like, old school cartoons, usually some 90s cartoons, like Dexter's Laboratory. But I liked older cartoons, too. Like, I liked Looney Tunes, like the older Looney Tunes. Scooby-Doo, like the 1969 Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo. What else? Okay, that's really it, isn't it? Aside from Animal Crossing, yeah, Animal Crossing actually was a big deal. But I completely forgot about that, too. My brother and myself would have preferred the Luigi's Mansion remake would have been released on the Switch. Like, Luigi's Mansion, if they remade it, like truly remade it for the Nintendo Switch... using, like, really good lighting, having, like, dust particles flying everywhere, it could be such a gorgeous game. Like, honestly, such a gorgeous game. Good, Zach. It's been a while. It really has been a while. Hope you're doing well. If you want to have some of the cut content in the campaign, what would it be and why? Cut content into Rehydrated. Here's the thing. With cut content from Rehydrated, I think it didn't need to be added to the actual game. What I think would have actually been even better is if they put it in the movie theater. Like, Because you're spending 40,000 shiny objects, right? Spending 40,000 shiny objects, which is a lot. It takes a lot of grinding to get that much. And all you get when you get in there is concept art. Like, it'd be really, really cool if you could play all of these concept levels and things. Like a Squidward boss fight, you know, or the Patrick's Dream, like the Candy Sweet Patrick's Dream. That would have been really, really cool to put in the museum or movie theater to, you know, add some value to it. You know, make it worth grinding for all those shiny objects. I did watch Scooby-Doo and Dexter going up. Invader Zim. I watched a little bit of Invader Zim, not too much. Remember how weak the greenies are in story mode and scares keeping jail. Sounds reasonable. Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like to me, like obviously the cut content is cut for a reason, right? It's not just cut because like Heavy Iron back in the day were like, oh, we're just gonna cut this. We don't want this. No, there were legitimate reasons to cutting it. You know, like the other robot SpongeBob phase was because it just seemed unnecessary. And I think the robot SpongeBob boss fight is fine as it is. It doesn't need another phase, you know? So offering that as an optional thing, something that's not a part of the main gameplay, but gives the people who are really a fan of the original game something to play, that could be really, really cool. Some people want the Nicktoons games to be remade. I think they should be more so reimagined than remade. Because Nicktoons Unite, for instance, I would love to see that game come back, but it would need to be overhauled. It would need to be overhauled. I can't wait for Super Luigi for the Xbox Series X. This won't be the last stream until May. It'll be. I should have titled it differently, I'll admit. But it's my last live stream at home until May. So I'm going back to my college dorm. So I will be live streaming. It just I won't have my amazing background. Like this is like I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream. Like this is like my workspace almost. Like when wherever I'm doing videos and all that, like this is where I sit and edit videos, and I always film here. Like I feel very comfortable working in this space when it comes to doing videos. But my college dorm, I really don't. Like I mean, for obvious reasons, if you were here during the Luigi's Mansion 3 hype, you'll know that obviously I had a roommate literally in the same exact room as me. So it just felt very awkward and uncomfortable recording videos for the channel when I literally had someone breathing down my neck. But even now, like where I'm at in my current dorm, I'm an RA, so I could have people knocking on my door. Like there have been occasions where like I either had to start a stream late, or a stream got interrupted, or a video got interrupted because someone was knocking at the door because they need something. So, yeah. What was your opinion of the multiplayer Rehydrated, having the same islands each time? Oh my god, no voice acting in multiplayer. The multiplayer, I think, was pointless. Like, that was their way of saying, this is how we're going to implement the content. And I don't think it was needed. If anything, what I think would have been cool is if the horde mode, you got to play as okay, imagine this in the horde mode. What I think would have been cool is playing through the single player levels modified to make to work, and you make it to the end of the level, and it's almost like a co-op thing because like people wanted co-op in Rehydrated itself. But I obviously it would be impractical to make Rehydrated co-op, and there are people doing mods to do that right now. So I think it would have been cool to have the horde mode be in the actual levels themselves, like Jellyfish Fields, for instance, right? Jellyfish Fields, like you fight like a round of robots in that first part, and then after the first round ends, the bridge comes up, the airplane comes, drops the wood, you can cross over the bridge into the second area. Then you fight in that second area, and let's say there's a wall of stone tikis that are blocking you from going up towards the button area, where Gary is in that bungee. There's a whole there's a wall of stone tikis. So you defeat a second bunch of robots, then that stone wall breaks and you can go up. Then once you defeat the third round of tikis, then the button will activate and those platforms will rise, and then you move on to the next section. Stuff like that would have been really, really cool. Why was Revenge of the Flying Dutchman having that freeze thing on PS2? Oh, I have no clue. I have Revenge of the Flying Dutchman on GameCube, and I haven't played it yet, but I am going to start streaming games again on my Twitch channel. There won't be face cam because I'm going to do it in the most basic way possible, but I know some of you guys have wanted me to stream games like Revenge of the Flying Dutchman and stuff. So, on my Twitch channel, link down in the description down below, I'm going to start streaming. I am not going to give a schedule because I am so inconsistent with schedules on Twitch. So every now and again, I'll stream on Twitch a game. You know, I'm bringing my GameCube to college, so I'm going to stream GameCube games like Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, also bring Battle for Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob movie game, Nicktoons Unite. I also brought Luigi's Mansion. I think Mario Party I also brought, even though I'd be playing by myself, which is kind of pointless, but whatever. Also, obviously, Switch games or Xbox games, stuff like that, all possible to be streamed. So definitely check out the Twitch channel. I'll be streaming on there. Pokemon Ultra Sun Moon was the last time I bought a new game on 3DS. Luigi's Mansion 3DS was mine, so like late 2018. Has King Boo been taking steroids in Luigi's Mansion 1? Exactly, he's been getting big. Alright, that'd be cool. I wish that the content was easy to put in the campaigns for all, just like for all humans remake did. True. If you have a new idea for a new Nintendo IP, you play as a pizza delivery guy and you need to race to the person who delivers pizza with the pizza delivery guy. Interesting concept, Rabbids fanboy. I know it said factory, I have no clue why. What are your thoughts on Sonic Rift leaks that sound really fake, but let's see next have RGX. I'll be honest, I am not a big member of the Sonic the Hedgehog community. Here's the thing though, like, even though I'm not a part of the Sonic the Hedgehog community and don't really play Sonic games, I pity you guys. I really want you guys to get a good game eventually. Sonic Mania is, like, that was weird. Sonic Mania, oh god, Sheriff wants to come in. Sonic, I'll let you in, just give me 1 second. Sonic Mania was good, but that was like a fan game that like Sega like let onto the Switch or onto platforms. Oh, sorry, I'm distracted. All right, I'm calling in Sheriff.
Good day.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. You looked behind you in the stream. That was me.
What? Sheriff, whoa!
Like, what's going on?
I just saw your pretty please. Let's see. Let's be honest. A good Sonic game is far away. I mean, probably. Like I said, I'm not really much of a Sonic gamer, but
The most recent Sonic game I've played is what's it called? Team Sonic Racing. And then the one before that was probably Sonic Generations.
Ooh.
You know, I don't know if Transformed or All Stars Racing count, but most of the Sonic games I've played have just been the racing ones.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the last Sonic game I played, or I should say the most modern Sonic game I played, is probably Generations. And I think I played a demo of, what was it called? Sonic, like, Lost World, I think it was called. Where it's almost like Super Mario Galaxy, almost, or it tried to be.
What do I think of Rehydrated on the mobile? I haven't got that version of the game, and truth be told, I'm not interested in it. Because, as nice as it is, I'm not really that into the franchise. You know? I feel like people see me, just because of what, the stuff I've put out, they see me as someone who, maybe, I don't know, praises the franchise or something. I appreciate it, but it's not something I'd like to talk about all the time.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think that the fact that it's on mobile is pretty cool.
Yeah, and Handy Games, I mean, I know Triforce has been tagging us in a lot of stuff, like Handy Games have been very, like, communicative, like, they've been talking a lot with people, and, like, saying, like, we're addressing issues and all that with them over it, and I'm like, you know what? Props. I give them props for actually communicating.
I mean, it kind of shocked me, because I thought, oh, they're actually listening. And I think it was a trailer that they put out, and someone said, "Why does this look better than the sequel?" And they were like, "'Cause we're good."
Yes, I literally showed that to everyone at the very beginning of the stream. I saw that and I laughed. I was like, "That's so much shade," like, but I love it.
I saw it and I thought, I just thought that is like cold, and they didn't even try.
It was great. I even tweeted, like, did a random tweet this morning, like, just out of a pure whim, saying, "Hey, Handy Game, sorry for another tweet, but like, I play Battlefield on the Switch. It's a mess. You should totally convince THQ Nordic to let you do something with it. You nailed the mobile version." And they actually liked the tweet, so I was like, "Oh." So I would love to. Yeah, they did. They liked the tweet. So I
saw that.
Yeah. So hopefully that means something, because that would be super cool if, like, they could actually, because, like, they did more on the mobile version than Purple Lamp did with the PC version, with, like, the graphical settings and all that, which is insane.
I saw that and I thought, is this like a something done in Photoshop? I was thinking, is this a joke? Like, I couldn't tell whether it was or not.
It wasn't like, see, Triforce, like, did all, like, you could customize, like, your frame rate, because, like, I have a kind of lower end PC that I bet I could probably run Rehydrated on some lower settings, but since it doesn't really give much option for that in the game, I can't run it on my current PC, so it's like, oh, that's kind of unfortunate. So
no, I mean, luckily my PC can run it, no problem, but well, I'm just thinking, what if it couldn't? The options, it seems like any game at this point in time needs options.
exactly, like, because, like, there's so much of a gap nowadays, especially with how popular, like, PC gaming is. Like, I mean, obviously PC games have always been popular, but especially nowadays with, like, the rise in streaming, it's like everyone has different setups and different powered stuff, so it's important to have those customization options. Like, it's almost standard, like, almost every single game has those options.
Yeah, and then I thought, okay, this is the first ever mobile game I've seen with options like this. So, it just made me think, did they deliberately do this? Like, was this a Handy Games decision? Like, I don't know what they did. Like, I don't know what they did to the extent that they did, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because
in terms of the mobile port.
Because a comment I get I've gotten this comment quite a bit, and I don't think people quite understand it. As people are like, "Oh, this game was developed by Handy Games." I'm like, no, it wasn't. Like, I mean, obviously it was optimized for mobile, and they did a lot of work on it. But I mean, I'm presuming Purple Lamp did a lot of the work and foundations, and then gave that to Handy Games to optimize it for the mobile platforms. If I'm understanding that correctly.
Yes, so it would have been the base game that Purple Lamp did. Then they'd have given it to Handy Games to, like you said, optimize for mobile.
Yeah.
It would have just been that.
Hence why there are a couple updates behind, because Purple Lamp must have given them an older build to work with, and then they released it.
I'm assuming that, but I did see a tweet from them that said, "Yeah, we're gonna try and iron a few things out."
Yeah, that's more than we've heard from THQ Nordic and Purple Lamp. So.
Yeah, it confuses me. It's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if I should buy the mobile version.
I still haven't. I mean, I personally want you to support Handy Games, because I think they did an amazing job. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, like all the, like, to me, this is all just kind of turned shady. Like, it's like you have incomplete versions of the game, like even like the actual polished versions, like the PC version, obviously don't have the graphical settings options that the freaking mobile version does. The loading screens or the loading times aren't as quick. There are still those graphic bugs and other glitches. It's like, I don't know. I think they'd want to focus on actually fixing their damn game, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, a game on mobile that is also on PC is a few updates behind, but has graphical options that the most up-to-date version doesn't have.
Yeah.
It confuses me. It's so inconsistent. I just think, what the hell? That's why I don't do anything with this whole thing. I don't cover it because I just think, what a mess.
Yeah, I mean, even like me, obviously I've been covering it a lot, and obviously on, was it Friday or no, Wednesday, whatever day it was, I uploaded a video, or no, it's Thursday, I uploaded a video saying how pissed I was, about this and all that, and I got some comments like, oh, you're crying over a kid's game. I'm like, it's not even, I'm not even really crying, I'm not first of all, I'm not crying. But second of all, it's not even just like the game as a whole. I mean, just like everything behind the scenes. Like they're releasing this mobile version, but not fixing anything on the console version. So the mobile version has options that console or PC version doesn't. Like it's a lot more than just complaining about a game. It's complaining about a product that people are spending money on. You know?
Oh, I thoroughly agree. This is what I'm thinking. Why do the Switch owners have to pay more for a worse? I can't think of the word. I'm gonna say a lesser version, but yet you can pay less for the mobile version and potentially get a more fuller experience.
Exactly. Like the Switch, like it just I don't know, like as someone, like, as I say all the time, it's so funny. You know, I have to repeat myself a lot. Because, like, I always have to say, as someone who only plays the Switch version because that's the only version I really care to want, because that's my platform of choice, you know? And some people ask me, why don't you just get another version? I'm like, I literally explain it in every damn video. But, anyways, like, it just infuriates me that, I want to love this game. And, okay, another argument I think is bullshit. Sorry for the swearing, but bullshit, is that people are like, oh, but mobile platforms are so much stronger than the Switch. True, but the Switch version shouldn't run like absolute dog doo-doo. Like, it should actually, like, perform at least a solid 30. Like,
the textures are just inexcusable. I have the Switch version as well, and I've not touched it in so long.
Yeah.
Because I just think, I don't want to dive into that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, like, people are blaming the Switch hardware itself. And I'm like, yeah, the Switch is underpowered compared to the rest of the consoles out there, but it should be able to easily run this game. Like, obviously, not as good as resolution as the other platforms, but the textures, that's the thing. The textures are proven to load properly. It's just that Sand Mountain completely messes with the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it's proven to look good, besides the shadows, but I don't know, it's a mess. It's a real mess.
No shadows in cutscenes.
Oh, God. Let's see. Let me catch up on some chat here. This is why I don't trust Purple Lamp anymore to do good work with Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, if that ever happens. I feel like if they worked on a Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, it would be easier for them because they're not recreating something. They're creating something new, so it'd probably be less controversial. I don't know. It's anything's possible at this point. But Sheriff, do you know the studio that did the Switch version that, like,
Do you mean Streamline?
Streamline, is that what they're called?
Yeah, Streamline Studios. They aren't even owned by THQ Nordic or anything. They're not owned by Embracer Group or Koch Media. They're not owned by anyone associated with enough for this drink. Ugh.
What are you drinking?
Oh, it's just some... Oh, I don't even know what it's called. It's like fizzy water. So... I can't see it because it's behind my chair and it's in the way. But it's like strawberry.
Ugh. So it's like a flavored, like, fizzy water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those unless I'm like something I've been on in terms of drinking, because obviously Coke isn't that healthy to drink a lot of. So I've changed my drinking habits. When I drink alcohol, I put vodka, obviously, come on, with some seltzer, but it's like lemon. It's almost like a ginger ale, like it's like lemon lime kind of seltzer, and then I'll have like I think it's watermelon and raspberry. Is it watermelon kiwi? It's watermelon something, and it's really damn good. it's like a fruity girly drink, but I don't even care. It just tastes so good, and it's probably a lot healthier than vodka and Coke.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not really one for sugary stuff. I'll have a cup of tea or some water. That's the extent of what I'll drink. Normally.
Yeah, I've been drinking water out the wazoo. I go through water bottles like they're nothing.
No, people always say, oh, I've heard people say, oh, I've got to have something else. It's just like, what is wrong with water? It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's just water, you know, it's good. It's water. You need it to survive, you know. Okay, Two Winged Knight has a question for you.
Okay.
They ask, I mean, obviously, if you're going to make more Battle for Bikini Bottom videos, but obviously you said no, but are you going to make videos on other games? Like, you know, do you want to talk about other video games, or is there anything you do want to talk about for your channel?
At the moment, I'm not too sure. Like, I have no idea, truth be told. I mean, I'd like to, if that's anything, but I just don't have anything to do at the moment. I mean, I'm very busy every week, and I only have the weekends, but then on the weekends I'm usually very tired, and then sleep for half the day.
That's a mood.
It's a mood, so I act on it. And I become the mood.
Be one with the mood. Let's see. I mean, look at how well the GameCube ran. The OG Battle for Bikini Bottom, and the game used behind in hardware to PS2 and Xbox, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was. I mean, Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original on the GameCube, I definitely ran not as well as the Xbox. Like, the Xbox is the optimal version of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it still ran really well. So, what would you think if Heavy Iron did the rehydrated port?
Oh, that's a good. Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
I would want it to look like Truth or Square, higher poly, similar art style, and there you go.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that would be more than enough.
True. Yeah, I mean, really, they don't. Battle for Bikini Bottom, the original, this looks really like good in general. Like, I mean, like. It's a little, like, I mean, obviously rehydrated, like, the colors freaking pop in rehydrated as opposed to the original game. But other than that, like, you know, it's like, the original game looked brilliant, so.
It fit the color palette so very well.
It really did.
I don't think anything needs changing. If Heavy Iron, you know, did it, they would have had all the high quality assets, so they wouldn't have had to really, you know, they wouldn't have had to really do much. And plus, I can't really think on that because there'd just be so many things that they could do and so many things they couldn't.
Yeah. Ooh. Ha ha ha. Dominic asks, what did we think of the new Doctor Who special that came out recently? It was okay, but lots of wasted potential.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, the bit with Captain Jack, I thought, how the fuck did he get there? You can't just ball it in and say he committed loads of crimes.
Yeah.
That annoyed me. I just thought, how? And if he was spending like a couple of years trying to get into the same, or get in the next cell, surely the Doctor would have seen him like a couple cells down at least once in that time span.
And he had that, like, ball thing, right? So couldn't he have just, like, used that earlier to find the Doctor? Like...
Well, you'd think so, didn't you?
Yeah, like...
You just get in there, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Unless he had to... I don't know.
And...
It confuses me.
And how the hell did Captain Jack get dressed? Like, cause obviously he went to the 13th Doctor's TARDIS, and then comes out when he reunites with Ryan, Graham, and Yaz, and he's in his typical Captain Jack uniform. Like, wait, did he have like spare clothes in the TARDIS or something? But like the Doctor literally said he didn't have a room, so I don't know.
That's a good question. Unless there's like spare clothing for all companions that have been there, we just don't know that. And they haven't said that. If that is a fact, they haven't emphasized on that.
Imagine if Yaz, because obviously she's in the next series, pulls like a Donna Noble and pulls out like one of Rose's jackets. Like, what is this? Can you explain yourself to me?
You want to mate? No,
I want a mate. You know, mate with me, sunshine. I feel like Yaz would be all over it though, because Yaz is a Doctor simp. I mean, oh no, you can't say that on Twitch. No, YouTube's fine. She's a simp. I mean, I know that's a male thing. Males are simps, but no, she's a Doctor simp.
Well, the thing is, isn't she meant to be a lesbian?
I don't know. They never said anything about it.
I thought they did.
Maybe. The thing is with all this that confuses me is that I feel like there's not like, cause okay, so in that special there was the part where like Ryan was talking to the Doctor like about her, you know, getting over this whole timeless child thing, And I'm like, when have we seen Ryan have any character, like, or any sense of care for the Doctor until now? Like, now we've seen him giving the Doctor a pep talk. I'm like, when's Ryan ever done this?
I'll tell you what. The only part of the that episode, the special I liked, was at the end when they were on the hill and he had the bike.
I did too, until the ghost of Grace showed up, because I was just kind of like, how?
Yeah, I saw that, and I think they were just, I don't know what it was, but I don't know. I thought it's wholesome that, you know, they've done their bit. Now they're cracking on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just personally would have been better if they just, like, mentioned Grace. Like, Grace would be so proud of you, like, Ryan, and then, you know, and then they continue off riding with the bike rather than, because it just, I don't know, it was just weird to me, but I do agree, it was a very nice and wholesome scene.
Truth be told, that was my favourite part of the show, because it was the only part that made me feel emotion.
Yeah, and it's the very last scene with those two characters.
Which was bittersweet, because I thought they were cool.
Oh.
But, you know, they had character, but then Ryan not as much, because they didn't expand on him as much as they should have. Which is kind of sad, but hey-ho. But he's not in it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, and then at the very end, I was like, alright, thank God. We're going to have the Doctor and Yaz going to be one companion in the TARDIS, and then all of a sudden at the very end, stay tuned to see another companion come to the TARDIS. I was like, wait, what?
I saw that and I thought, who the hell is this? I've never seen this actor in my life.
Neither have I. And it's just like, why? You set it up perfectly to have one companion in the TARDIS again for the first time since Clara. So now you can focus on building that Doctor-companion relationship and actually doing something with Yaz.
Hang on, what about Bill?
Well...
Oh no, because then it went Bill and Nardole.
Yeah, I count Bill and Nardole, kind of. Yeah, I know Nardole wasn't in all the adventures, but...
I think he was... Wasn't he in... from, like, the second half of Series 10?
Yeah, he was in... I think he was in the whole series, but he was, like...
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was in Pilot. He was in Pilot for the whole episode. And definitely a lot of the second half.
He was introduced in The Husband of River Song.
Yeah, yeah, because even though his head got cut off and put into the giant robot thing, but, you know, we won't question why.
Hydroflax.
Hydroflax. Sorry.
Hail King Hydroflax.
Must show respect to King Hydroflax.
Hydroflex, more like.
But that was a...
Flex these bitches.
But I was like, actually, I really like that episode, The Husbands of River Song.
I do as well. It's like, I like the bit with the singing towers.
Yeah. Oh, seeing the Sonic and then the library music kicking in, I was like, oh, this.
I know.
This is peak. This is peak Doctor Who.
And I think it was in the library episode.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't River say something like he was in his dashing suit, like suit and tie and everything?
Yeah.
And then they managed to wrap that around that episode so well. Like they managed to incorporate that. Like I don't think it could have been done any better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick hot take here. That that episode, Husbands of River Song, Capaldi, or I should say 12 and River Song, I liked better than anything with 11 and Song, personally. Like I
feel like they were more of a match then than they were before. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I feel like the actors themselves kind of meshed better and just bounced off each other a little bit better, but
more snarkiness, I think.
Yeah, and I love the bit where the Doctor's like, well, you can't just steal a TARDIS. And she's like, why not? Because he would know. And she's like, he never noticed before. And then he goes, excuse me?
I like it when he's like, finally, it's my go. He's bigger!
Oh, on the inside! My conception of reality and space has been altered. I love it. Capaldi is, beautiful. Is Bradley Walsh now done with Doctor Who? Oh yeah, he's done. He's out. Hey Justin, how you doing? What's I gonna say?
I've just looked back at the screen and there was a question for me. They could,
But they won't.
but they won't. I've had this discussion already with THQ, and they just, well, they say that they can't, so I'll just take their word for it. I know they can, but I'm not gonna fight them over it. You know, we got them. The main thing.
Do you have any like ideas why? Like, do you think it could be like a licensing issue with the music, or?
I reckon it's because the person who redid the music, they don't want to show him up or anything.
Hmm.
So that's the only reason I think so.
I don't know. I mean, I get it, but like if you have like an objectively better soundtrack, I don't know.
Yeah, THQ Nordic is such a mystery.
Yeah, just a bit. Like it's crazy that they'll reply to Cowboys tweets, you know, Mr. Barnyard dude, but
Oh yeah.
you know, getting them to answer any questions about patches for Rehydrated. Like that's all we just THQ Nordic. All we want to know is there another patch coming out anytime in the near future? That's all I want to know, at least for the Nintendo Switch. Like, give me some news that my version, a game that I spent $300 on because I was stupid about the Fun Edition, just give me hope that it's actually going to be good. Please.
Yeah, I think in the end it'll be fine. I'm hoping. So I don't know. I really don't know. Part of me wants to say yeah, they'll pull through. They'll do what's right, but then will they? Will they? We don't know.
Yeah, no one knows. You know, it's crazy. Like one thing that blew me away, obviously, presuming you heard the situation, the whole thing with Xbox Live.
Oh yeah.
And how they were doubling their price, and after a day they were like, never mind. I was like, you know what? I'll give them props for actually, you know, like going back and changing their mind.
Yeah. I mean, Sony would never do that, but
Neither would Nintendo.
point still stands. They tried to do $120 a year. I'm not being funny. I'd rather save that money up.
Yeah, I was literally about to cancel my Xbox because I have an Xbox. I was about to cancel my Xbox Live because of that.
I've not had an Xbox since 2016, so almost 5 years, because it was like August 2016. And I mean, I'm glad that I don't have it anymore, because I use too many computer things, you know, software. And, like at the time, it was either have an Xbox or a computer, so it was like couldn't have both, because I just didn't want to be greedy. So I picked computer.
Smart choice.
Free online. Free online.
Free online, yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like paying for online is a bit of a scam.
It really is. It really is. Like, I mean, especially like when you even think about it, like with Xbox, you want to charge $120, like $120 just to play online, and free games aren't included in that. Like, or you have to pay $120 a year to play any kind of free game online. Like, oof. But thankfully they changed that as well. Free to play games are actually now officially free to play.
I just laugh at it because it's so laughable. So laughable.
Really is.
Was there a point in time where online was free for the Switch?
Yes.
Like the first year, wasn't it?
First year and a half, I think, because it was like September or October of 2018 when they started to charge for their service. And
Yeah, I have Nintendo Switch Online, but I only play Mario Kart. That's the thing, and I just love playing online because I'm surprisingly good at it. I don't know how. Like I barely play Mario Kart, but when I do, I'm in like the top 4. And this is against the Japanese people that, you know, play a lot.
Oh yeah, Japanese people on Mario Kart are absolutely
like,
sick.
To see my name at the top of the leaderboard. There's one British flag at the very top, and then there's just Japanese ones below.
That's true gamer hours right there. That's peak.
Oh, it's just, I love it. That's why I pay for it.
Yeah, but then there are so many games that make you question Nintendo Switch Online's existence, like Mario Party. like 10 select random mini games. You can't even play like the board game. And then Super Mario Maker 2, where it's like watching like one frame every 2 seconds. Like,
I will never understand the human race.
I don't think anyone ever will, to be honest.
We should get rid of it then. You know, it's just
Yeah.
too much of them.
Like, is there a reset button we can hit here?
That'd be ideal.
Splatoon 2 is like the only reason to have NSO. Splatoon 2 is a really good game too. It's just so many stupid decisions with that game. Like, why are there only 2 maps that you can play for like 2 hours, and then it'll switch to another 2 maps that you can play? Like, what's the point of that?
Would I want a new Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 after the last Nick Racers 2? What? I've not played those games. I'm not interested in Nickelodeon titles. In the slightest, truth be told. The only ones I've played are Globs of Doom, and the hero, I forget what it's called, Nicktoons Unite. And those were when I was younger. I've never played any of the racing games, except like a Flash one that was on my computer when I was like 8 years old. I had iCarly and everything.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I can't input on that because I have no basis to form an opinion off of.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually bought the first Nickelodeon Kart Racers because I was on sale and it was really cheap. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick it and play it. And I was holding the case and I was like, do I actually want to play this game? Like, it's like, do I really want to play it? And then I chose something else instead.
I've been thinking of getting Kart Racers 2 on Steam because it is on Steam, and I just thought let's see what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you could play as freaking JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, I never knew who she was until I'd seen the thing.
The thing, yeah, the thing.
The thing.
Wait, why is? Oh, never mind. I just quickly checked Twitter and I saw something trending and it was completely different than what I thought it was. The word Candace is trending. So I was like, Phineas and Ferb, what? But no, it's something else. It's not even close to that.
Oh, Matt Lucas is trending. Why is that?
Wait, why is he? Oh, well, he's probably trending over there. Why is it? What's going on?
Let's have a look.
Imagine Nardole comes back. C13.
Kenneth Branagh is set to play UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson in Michael Winterbottom's upcoming limited series charting the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. And then people are just saying that Matt Lucas would be perfect for the role.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult to Matt Lucas.
It's an insult to it's an insult to Boris Johnson, but it's a compliment to the entire of the United Kingdom because we find Matt Lucas funny.
Hi Ryan, how you doing? Who do you both think? Oh, why do you both think Clancy Brown was not on Rehydrated for Crowd's Voice? Because of money. They didn't want to waste the money, I'm presuming.
Which is really ironic.
I know. But I think Joe White is obviously, we all kind of call him imposter crabs, but I think he's a fine substitute.
I can't even spell. Ooh.
So have you been playing anything recently, Sheriff, in terms of games, or just kind of chilling and working and all that?
The second one. So yeah.
Fun.
Games, I've not really been playing that many recently. Saying that, I was playing a bit of GTA 5 or GTA Online earlier, half an hour to an hour ago.
Oh.
I only play that when I'm super bored.
Fair. Let's see. What would you want from a new Switch? More powerful so it could actually run Rehydrated. That's really all I care for in a new Switch. Like, to run, to have a better battery life and to look better. Like, that's really all I need for the new Switch. And maybe, like a little bit thinner, maybe. But, yeah.
Be a deal.
CBS All Access is now becoming Paramount Plus. Everyone's in the Plus tier now. Next we know it's SpongeBob Plus. Is GTA 6 coming out anytime soon? Nope. God knows when. GTA 6 won't come out until the PlayStation 7 and the Xbox something. I can't even think of a clever thing for that.
GTA 6 will come out when we're all dead.
Basically, because like the not reimagining, the upgraded version, I guess, or deluxe version of GTA 5 is coming out on the PS5 and Xbox Series X sometime this year, I think, right? So it'll be a while.
Yep. And then I think they'll be releasing an online exclusive version for Xbox Series X, PS5, and PC. So I'm looking forward to that.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, GTA 5's been going on for,
almost 8 years.
Yeah.
Almost 8 years.
It's crazy. And that game, still better than Cyberpunk, from what I've seen.
Well, I mean, I was playing online earlier, and someone kept calling me a modder and telling me to drop them money. Just like, I'm just driving around in my car, and some guy's threatening to report me if I don't drop him money. It's like, what do I do? This game is full of children. I'm pretty sure the kids playing this are younger than the game itself.
Probably. That reminds me of a story. I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops, the original, back when that one was like new and popular, so like probably like 10 years ago. And I remember going online and playing zombies once, and I had the weirdest matchup of people on my team. So there were 4 of us. There was myself, one person who never talked. There was this like Southern girl, like, you know how you guys always make fun of American accents, hey y'all, like that kind of thing. Yeah, that like one of those. And then like a 5-year-old, a literal 5-year-old. And then so the 5-year-old was getting pissed off because apparently the hillbilly girl would have to go to his windows to shoot his zombies because he wasn't doing anything. And he's like, look, I fucked your mom last night. And I'm like, oh my god, here we go.
Oh god.
Xbox Live, everybody.
Where everyone says the N-word.
I know, it's crazy. Let's see. Rockstar has confirmed a new GTA game is in development. Well, yeah.
They haven't.
Oh, they haven't?
No, they've not put anything on a newswire.
Well, there you go. And even if they have confirmed a new GTA game, that means it could still probably not come out for a lot of years.
Yeah, I think GTA 5's first trailer came out in 2011, and obviously the game came out in 2013. It was initially going to come out in the spring of 2013, but then it was pushed back to September 17th.
Let's see. Hogwarts Legacy getting delayed. Yeah, it sucks that Hogwarts Legacy got delayed, but I think, at least for what I want, there's enough games coming out to where it being delayed till next year, I don't care too much about. Call of Duty Black Ops Remaster. Have you guys ever been stuck on a game's level for so long that it just got annoying? Yes. That has happened to me.
Yes. Years and years ago.
Yeah. Sheriff Dominic asks, what's your favorite GTA game? Oh, Ryder's in the chat. Hey, Riders, how you doing?
Let's have a look. Let's take a look at the chat. See the man himself.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, yeah. Whoop, whoop. My favorite GTA game? Probably GTA 4's online. Well, GTA 4's online.
Huh.
GTA 5 story. So yeah, a mix.
I think, like, when I played GTA 4, I did not like it. I don't know why, I just didn't like it.
Well, it is based off New York.
You know what? Fair enough. Just too familiar for my liking. What I want is a person that's not Furukawa. Fair enough. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome back. Um. Why are you leaving? Okay, I think people think this is actually my last live stream, but I put it in the title, my last live stream at home until May. So I'll be in my college dorm starting tomorrow. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to like do good live streams and all that from my college dorm and find out a way to make them not actually feel like I'm in a college, because my college dorm is like literally all white on the walls, so I feel like I'm in a prison room, so or prison cell. So yeah, we'll see.
I've not played Bully. I mean,
Yeah, I haven't played Bully at all. I've never played. Yeah, like because that came on like the original Xbox, right? Or was it like the 360?
Idiot Reed. Who was that directed at?
Wait, what?
Who are you calling an idiot?
Or an I do it.
Do it.
So much happened to me when I left. It's okay. All the important thing is that you're back and living life to the fullest. That's what I say when shit goes wrong. But it was a mixed bag and the Vets found the title close. Almost sounds like when Nintendo decided to have Alpha Dream remake the Mario and Luigi games for 3DS and then the studio shut down because of how poorly they sold. Gotta love good old Daddy Nintendo.
Yeah, can't be dealing with them.
Right.
Where's my Switch, anyways? It's somewhere behind me. We can't be asked to go get it. Are you guys Spyro fans? I have this Reignited trilogy on Steam, but every time I try and progress through the second game, I get to a certain point and it goes back to my old save. So I'm not able to progress without it backtracking.
Huh. That's interesting. I'm not a big Spyro fan at all. I don't really care too much for it. I like Crash. I like the Crash games. Crash is fun, but Spyro, maybe I have to play it now because I played it when I was younger and I didn't like it. So maybe I have to play it now. Maybe it'll be reverse nostalgia. Aside from Pokemon releases, which always happen for Nintendo because they're Call of Duty, there's not much else to talk about, to think about. Yeah, there's really Nintendo ain't doing much this year so far. I mean, we have the Mario 3D World thing coming out in a couple weeks, but other than that, we don't know much, which makes this year a little more interesting.
Your microphone's making poppy noises.
It is?
Yeah. And some static noise as well. On my end, at least.
Oh, that's weird, because it's not... Hold on. Because it's not picking anything up on my... I have no clue.
Oh, it stopped at the moment.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's not picking anything up. Well, that's probably a good place. I'm probably going to end now with 3 minutes because I'm streaming for an hour and a half. That's long enough.
Oh, wow.
Do you think the Luigi's Mansion 3 floor 2 table cutscene has a similarity to the Luigi's Mansion beta 1 second clip? Oh, you mean the clip where, like, the three ghosts are sat around the table with playing cards? It's kind of similar, except the ghost in Luigi's Mansion 3 looks stupider. Shade thrown.
Oh no, I meant...
It's not really a mixed bag unless you're mixing a bag of food and a bag of sugar together, quite literally. That's a pretty mixed bag.
Vicarious Vision's been merged with Blizzard. Yeah, That's kind of unfortunate.
Hmm. Blizzard are the one behind, like, Overwatch, right?
Yes.
Shame. What do you want from a new Zelda? Honestly, because it's a Breath of the Wild sequel, I wanted to retain a lot of Breath of the Wild's gameplay, but have a little more of a story, because there really wasn't much in Breath of the Wild, and have a little bit more of an edgier atmosphere. Be like the Majora's Mask of the two, because that would be awesome. Just make a real version of Luigi Mansion Beta, but name it Luigi Mansion 4 for money. I'd buy it. Means they're making Luigi Mansion spooky again.
There it is, again.
What, the pop?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it still going?
No, stop now.
Cause I went back to look at my audio thing. I'm like, it's not picking up anything. Yeah, it's really weird. All right, so it's now 3:30. I'm gonna end off today's stream. Thank you, Sheriff, for joining me. Anything you want to say last minute before we end it off?
No, not really. I mean, I'm quite chilled as is. So no, I don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
You?
No, thanks for joining to make the last bit there quite entertaining.
Cool. Very glad I could join anyways, because I thought, hey, he's streaming, I'm gonna join, whether he says yes or no.
Burst your way into to my stream, knocks down the door, knocks over all the furniture. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.
Thank you all very much.